What up? It's gonna be an Uber ride along. Nobody really wants to take that multiplier. Maybe 1.1 times 4. That's crazy. I'll watch when I turn it off. There you go. Probably gonna get a request right after that. But you know what? With Uber, let's talk about Uber. This is a great time to talk about Uber and Lyft right now. So Uber. So I was looking at the Robinhood today. I was looking at the stocks. Uber went up a little bit, but not too much. It's like a $5, $6 difference. It hasn't even changed as much. But you know what? I was reading a little article about autonomous vehicles and whatnot. I mean, yeah, we all worried about autonomous vehicles that give us that gives the riders an opportunity to get a cheaper ride, and Uber don't have to worry about paying the driver and whatnot. But what does that mean about Uber Eats? You know what I mean? Like, there's still gonna be people out there driving their cars. Like, why would an autonomous car just go pull up? Like, it doesn't even have hands. I mean, I'm pretty sure they would have like a system set up for you. But then, like, how would the food get delivered to the apartment 201 or apartment 502? You know what I mean? Like, how's that autonomous car gonna actually walk up those stairs? You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm pretty sure that rideshare is gonna be out, but delivering the foods is going to be up, and shopping for customers are going to be at, like, Instacart and stuff like that. Like, it's not going to end. So, like, literally, it's Prop 22 passed, and we're all focusing on autonomous vehicles and stuff. Like, no, like really, really chill about that. Really, really chill, because it's what you really think it is. You think that it'll be cars are going to take over our business. Like, yeah, it most definitely going to take over the business, but what's the difference? Prop 22, if we voted no on Prop 22, you know what's going to happen? Same. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs, and they won't be able to do Uber or Lyft. They're going to be very limited, and they got to stay, you got to stay on the clock. So if the autonomous vehicles start roaming the streets, like Cruise, they have autonomous vehicles already, and people are already taking them as rideshare. It's called Cruise, and there's drivers already inside the car. They just monitor the car, make sure it does what it needs to do. Like, they're not gonna 100% like let the car drive itself and how the past. I mean, no one's gonna feel safe, even though they say it's safe. No one's gonna feel safe, and the company's not gonna feel safe allowing the rider to be inside the car as the car is going because of vandalism. You know what I mean? So like it really chill with that. Like I know our income is gonna be very low and our earnings are gonna be very slow. Okay? You know, it's like let's put it this way. I'm not trying to like be on the company side, but I'm looking at the company's point of view. And the company wanted to start this business to earn money and not pay taxes, and we would pay taxes for them. That's their goal. But then their other goal is to implement autonomous vehicles out there so they can kick people off the platform so they can save more money, make more money for themselves in the business. You know what I mean? So I say I understand where they're going, but then a lot of drivers are going to be like, well, why are you going to be behind their back? Like, I see their vision. I see what they're trying to do. It's like they've been doing this in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like that's what a company does. You know, they figure out things, but it's too early. Technology's not up and above right now. They don't got the money to make technology work that way, and they would have to fork out a lot of money to get these cars on the road. Unlike Google already has that type of money, and they can just push cars anytime they want. You know what I mean? But yeah, Uber's getting up there with autonomous vehicles. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, if you really look at it a different way, not money wise, but if you look at it, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I see what they're doing. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that. I mean, this is what they want to do with their lives and their business. I mean, let them do what they need to do. I mean, we made a quick buck for how many years? You know, it's time to face the facts and face the changes in the business. I mean, we try to fight to keep it, but what can I say? This is their vision, this is their dream, this is what they want to do. It's like me. If I want to make money, of course, I'm going to try to find the most efficient way to make that money. You know what I mean? You know, if I need to make autonomous vehicles start working for me and making me money, I mean, you look at these companies, the factories already. There's so many robots in the factories already taking a lot of people's jobs away, you know, in the assembly line. And, you know, I mean, these robots are already making cars. I mean, it took a lot of people's jobs away. So, I mean, it's still another robotic change in life. But we're still far away from the autonomous vehicles. I'm pretty sure that they don't want no lawsuit on their hand. Hello for Alberto.
Yes. How's it going?
It's going good. And yourself?
Pretty good. I like these lights.
Thank you. Appreciate it. See if we can make a cool U-turn.
Yeah, for sure.
Only if I had a GTR, that would have been much more fun. Just swing it around the corner.
How's your night going?
It's going very well, and yours?
Good. If you actually turn left here, I think both of these lanes turn left.
Oh, both lanes?
I
Gotcha.
think so. Do they both turn left? They do. Oh, never mind. Then it's fine. Go straight. It works as well.
Okay.
There's less lights the other way, but this is perfectly fine too. We get the lake view.
Oh, yeah, you get the lake. I used to work at this Lucky's over here early in the morning.
Oh, okay.
And I'll get here a little bit too early, and so I'll just chill right by the lake.
Oh, nice.
It's actually pretty cool in the morning.
In
Like
the
no one's
morning, it's
walking,
nice.
there's no one around. I'm just
Yeah, it's super nice.
fresh air. The lights are cool. I wish I had a one of those cannons and take a picture of the lake. That would have been cool. Can't wait. Mine comes in on the 13th.
Yeah, it's nice in the morning because the sun reflects off the buildings. Because like it's coming up on this side, so it like shines off of the building on the other side. It's nice.
Can't wait. There's this camera that I ordered. It's Canon EOS R, and oh my god, I don't know. I'm gonna be taking pictures and videos at night. That camera is pretty awesome. You go up that hill right there?
Yeah, you can go up that way.
Okay. Like these buildings right here. Do you know the like one of those 1980s Tokyo City, or you know how the streets look with neon lights and stuff like that? I don't know. That camera can actually like produce that type
wow.
of.
Okay.
I want to be able to do that. Hopefully it's worth it.
Yeah. I'm sure of it.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Perfect,
thanks so much.
You're welcome. You too. Alright, have a good night. Alright. Yes, I can't wait for my camera to come in. Oh my god. Well, I did the budget shipment, you know. I got patience. I can wait. It wouldn't be so much with the budget part. For free shipping, it's pretty cheap. For sure. I don't know what, but then I saw the Black Magic, but that's a pretty big camera. I don't feel like it. That's too expensive. So I ended up ordering a camera in its bundle pack and stuff like that. It came up to be $5,000, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna return this because it's too expensive, yo. So I got my money back, and then I just did something a little bit cheaper. I don't know. I haven't gotten into cameras like that until, you know, the only person that I know, I mean, I know how to make videos and stuff like that, and when I went to school for making film and videos and stuff like that, I used to go, well, it was part of my high school, but there was 3 years of video production. Nevada, Bay Area Digital Arts. You can do two things. Bay Area Digital Arts is like, you know, filming and photography, well, mostly filming, and I thought that was pretty cool to have that. And I forgot what camera that we used. I remember it was like, we didn't really have big lens like that. I mean, our classroom had somewhat of a budget, but the photography classes that actually had different type of lens, and we were actually using Canons. Um, there was like different type of Canon, but I didn't really focus on that. I just learned how to take pictures, and that lady, she had three types of cameras. She has one Nikon, whatever you want to call it, and then she had two Canons, and it was an old school Canon, that's for sure, because we had to develop the pictures the old school way, and and we had assignments. We had to do it in black and white, which is pretty badass. I liked it in black and white. Then sepia, and then we had to like figure out like different type of filters and stuff like that. And I mean, it was pretty cool. But then we had different type of lens too. So like we're taking pictures of flowers and on the campus and the benches and people at lunch. You know, we took a picture of the people at the bleachers doing PE and stuff, sitting down in the bleachers, people running with motion and stabilization. Like it was pretty interesting, but I didn't really care too much in cameras at that time. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool filming it, but I didn't really care too much of filming like that, you know. But I thought it was pretty cool. Like a lot of students, they had their own little unique ways, and you know, it was pretty cool. But filmmaking though, oh man, that's a lot of stuff. And then we got into green screen, and you know, just it's a lot of crazy stuff that we were doing. But Dark Road Run, he's the one that started talking about the cameras and on, you know, me getting back into YouTube. I was like, I need a camera. when I thought about YouTube, I'm like, man, I need a camera to start vlogging, and I don't know which one is it, but like a lot of people are like making really good films and stuff, and I don't know what to choose to make like it really good. And so, but then Dark Road Run was talking about cameras and you know the Panasonic and Canons and stuff like that. My aunt, she had a Canon, but and she had a film one. She was not digital. So I don't know. I didn't know what to buy. I mean, I was like a headless chicken. I ended up buying something that's like $5,000, and isn't the camera's not even $5,000. It was the bundle pack that's like $5,000, but the camera's 4K. But then the battery died hella quick too. So it's like I really don't know what kind of camera that I really do want. I'm just piggyback off of what Dark Road Run is saying, and you know. So we talked, and I just decided to cancel my order and just get the USR. Yeah. I don't know, I just want something that picks up a lot of light. You know what I mean? Like, I want to eliminate, like, I want it to be darkness, and then I just want light to show up. That's all I want. Because I'm very fond of taking pictures and video, but I want the video to look more like the picture, if you know what I mean. So I just been looking around. I really don't know. The only person I know, like I said, is like Dark Road Run. He's like the only person that knows much about video. He likes to take a lot of videos with cameras, so I don't know. I look up to Dark Road Run. I mean, I learned a lot of stuff from Dark Road Run. He has a lot of good content and stuff like that. So, but I mean, I want to start off my life with something. You know what I mean? Like I used to skateboard a lot, and I always wanted to film something, and the only time I was able to film is using the school's camera. But the only way to get the camera is if we had like a project that we got to do, and then we get to take it home and make some film and stuff like that to get some extra credit or whatever. You know. But then I was trying to make some but then it sucked because the way we are filming is weird because we don't got an SD card. We just got a little cassette. I don't know how my teacher was able to like convert the video, but he would tell us like, all right, let me see the video, the cassette tape, and then he converts it to digital. I don't know how he does that. And then we start editing videos on the MacBook. Yeah, they had MacBooks to edit videos on. I don't know. That's why I didn't get really interested into making videos, because it was pretty difficult to like extract the footage and put it onto the computer. You know, that's why I didn't really get myself into it. You know, I was getting really annoyed about it, and it was too much. But I mean, I passed my class. I was able to go through my classes, but I mean, I guess that's how life was back then. I guess back in 2009, like the cameras weren't the way that you want it to be. I mean, you would have to buy like the most expensive camera, and the most expensive camera now is like pretty shit. You know, but it's a good, it's a very good vintage camera that's digital. Yeah, but that's why I'm like very skeptical about like a camera that I really want to buy. I want something that you could add stuff to it and like go all out. I don't know. Like everywhere I'm looking right now, like I see light reflections off the water and stuff like that. The light reflection off the asphalt, the pavement and stuff. Like I like that type of stuff. I like when it rains on the ground and it's late at night and the street lights and different type of lights from buildings and stuff, they reflect off the ground. I don't know, I just like that type of stuff. It's pretty cool. I just can't wait for my camera though. I already seen like how some cameras on YouTube, like people are using it, and I'm like, holy shit. I really want to get my camera now. I really find that really interesting. Can't wait. I really want to get it though. I got until the 13th. It's all good. There's this lens that I really want to get for it though. It's like $800. I can't believe it's $800. That thing's crazy, but it zooms in really good. There goes hella far. It's like if you're in downtown San Francisco and it's a long straightaway road with street lights all the way down. You could zoom in so far to the point where, like, if you look past maybe 6 street lights and you point it at someone, you won't be able to see them with the naked eye like that. You see them very far away, but it'll be so small. But when you use that, the quality will be pretty good. And I mean, it's really decent. I can't believe it's $800 though. Like almost, actually, let's just say $900. It's freaking $900. I don't know if I really want to buy that, but damn, that thing's hella expensive. I kept my macro though. You know like if you want to take a picture or videos of something very, very small and your lens can't really go like that, it'll get hella blurry. It's like a little. It's like a little sniper scope in a way. That's how I could explain it. It looks like a sniper scope, but that thing's like almost $1,000 itself. I ended up finding one that was used. I was very lucky to find one that's like 500. I think I picked up this person before. I'm not too sure. Good luck.
Daniel?
Yes, Raw.
Yes. How's your day?
It's going very well. And
That's
yours?
good. It's good.
I thought it was already 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock.
Huh?
I was looking at the time. I was like, wait a minute. It's not even 10 o'clock yet.
I know. With this hour being set back, the days are kind of feeling a little longer.
I had a 2 shot of espresso, and I was like, I'm going quick. And time's like slowing down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kill time, but time goes slow. Oh, man.
Yeah, I have to come visit my little brothers just to, get some, have some time, because when my days, with me not being able to do much right now, even though a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
is open, but, I'm trying to be as precautious as possible.
Get connected with the family.
Yeah.
Man, this bus is so quiet. It's all electric. This bus is all battery.
Wow.
I did not even hear it like pull up. That's
It's
so.
starting to be a little more quiet. Oh wow, the bridge is up. Yeah, they're starting to be a little more quieter, which is nice.
It's a good thing, but then a bad thing because if you're
Yeah.
not paying attention, you walk across the street.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But I'd hope you'd have the sight to, see a bus. But yeah, it's crazy.
I remember when the Prius started first coming out. I remember it was super quiet. I would not hear it coming down the street. I used to skateboard a lot down the streets, and I would normally be on the side of the street, and I would never hear that Priuses come up. It's so quiet. I'm just listening to my music, like in a way, like I kind of feel for the car. You know how the exhaust, you can feel the rumble a little bit, the vibrations of the car.
Mm-hmm.
But when they don't
Have any kind of battery power.
and you don't feel nothing. It's just quiet. Tesla's quiet.
I remember I was with my friends and we were hanging out in a car, hotboxing it. And we looked up, and this car just pulled up, and it was a Prius, and we were like, "When did this shit pull up?" And this is like when the Priuses were just coming out.
Yeah.
And we looked up, and we were like, "What in the hell?" I was like, "When did it creep up?" And then we're passing the blunt around, and we're just like, chopping it up, and then it just disappears, and we're just like,
What the fuck?
it didn't make any sound. And then my friend's like, yeah, that's all battery. It's like it's supposed to be hella quiet, or not all battery. Is it half battery, right?
I think it's like half an hour.
Yeah, it's like half battery, half gas. I was like, that's crazy. Like it didn't make any noise, even to turn on.
So you don't even hear the bus.
Yeah, I want to hear the bus. I want to hear the bus.
I don't hear nothing on the bus. That's so weird. Yeah, if you're not even paying attention, you're driving and the bus needs to turn left or right, like you would not even know the bus is gonna turn or nothing. You would not know. The only thing I could hear from the bus is just the hydraulics of the bus. That's the only thing I could hear. No screeching of the brakes, spraying. That's so bad. It was a good thing.
Yeah, for the planet, yeah.
You gotta give yourself more awareness.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I bet you they got more horsepower now.
Yeah, maybe.
I've seen some cars on YouTube as well, like a Supra that they LS swapped with a Tesla motor, and it just hauls ass. But you don't hear nothing. You just hear tire screeching. That's all. And a BMW, I've seen that one too. They're doing donuts. Heard it's really cheap. It's about like $15,000 just to swap everything out, and it makes your car lighter too.
I bet, you know, you're not hauling too much under there and you can move a little quicker.
Makes me think twice about this car. Said hotbox in the car, it kind of reminds me of the time that me and my buddies were going over the bridge.
Oh yeah.
We were inside of a Charger, and a cop pulled us over. He's like, "It smells like marijuana in here. Is that a doobie in the ashtray?" And we were like, "Yeah." He was like, "When's the last time you guys smoked today?" We were like, "About a few hours ago." He was like, "It really smells like marijuana in here. I'm gonna let you guys go tonight, but try to tone it down. It's too loud right now."
You guys got away with. Wait, when was this?
Oh man, that was way back in 2010.
Oh yeah, way before it was fucking legalized. Yeah, no, that shit was fucking.
Oh, he was a cool
Yeah.
officer. He was a cool dude.
There's a couple that are cool. I had one. We had one pull us over once, and there was an open beer bottle. You know that my friend had left. And we were so close to getting home, and my friend, you know, was just doing the drop-offs, and we were gonna, I was gonna crash at his place, because we were in San Jose, and the officer pulled us over. I was like, fuck. He was like, there's nothing to worry about. He's like, we're already sobered up. He was like, I'm just high, and you're just high. I was like, okay, fine. And I noticed the open beer bottle. I was like,
you're like, oh shit, let's just kick it underneath the seat real quick.
No, so I opened, he went to his car, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I kind of just like opened the door a little bit, and then like dropped it, and then rolled over. And then he like hella smooth too, stealthy. And the officer came back. He was like, good call on getting rid of the bottle, right? And I was like, fuck. I was like, you seen it. He was like, I'm letting you guys go. He was like, clearly you guys are sober. He was like, just fix your he was like, just update your tags. I was like, damn. I was like, okay. I was like, cool. I was like, he got to tell me twice. I'm going home right now. I swear to God. All right, you have a good one, Daddy.
All right, you too, Ralph. Don't leave any. So that's how you kind of like hold down the ride a little bit longer. you know, whatever's interesting to them. You just kind of like has to kind of resurrect that last conversation you had about something that they really had excitement from. You know what I mean? So like it gave me an extra like 30 seconds to a minute on that ride. So you know, that's one way of holding it down a little bit. It's a bonus if you go hold down a conversation for about 3 or 5 minutes. Like that's like a serious bonus. What's up, Noah? What's up, Nick? I saw the other names in there too. They're popping up, but I was looking at the road. Got some bright lights over here, so it's kind of hard to look at the chat. It's like so tiny. Well, what's up, everyone? Welcome in. This is a ride along. Glad that you guys are here, and hopefully that you guys enjoy it too. This is another typical night with Uber. Another typical night. Noah says, I wish I could do these. Yeah, dude, everywhere over here in like California, like Oakland area, like people smoke weed. Like it's the magic of Samsung. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. That I think you need a Samsung Note 9 or a Samsung S9. I know I could do it with my S9. Like I have an S9. I could do that with that. Man, this strip is dead right here. The only thing that you find on this strip more than rides is holes. I'm getting off the strip. Because I can't find any rides. I mean, the strip is full of holes. Street performers, you know what I mean? Like there's no purpose for me to be in right there. Just saying. I don't want to waste my gas on some holes, you know what I mean? I just want to Uber on, make that money. People are too busy over there looking at holes. They don't even want to spend money on Uber and Lyft. Keep myself over here. Let's go to Alameda side because this is where the people got the money. Not just that, people got there's a hotel over here too. It's thirsty in my eyes, so I don't know. I need to sneeze so bad. God damn, excuse me. That's what happens when you cut your nose hair a little bit. It tickles the crap out of your nose. Makes you want to sneeze. Yeah, but I believe that you guys could find I know that you could find a whatever carrier he has, but I know you can find a Samsung Note 9 or S9. S9 or Note 9, you could do screen recordings and live streaming. I'm pretty sure you can do that. I mean, you can still do it. I think it's Streamlab. You download Streamlab, you could record it over it. You can still find it. It's like super cheap. Note 9, S9. I think S9 would be much cheaper because the Note 9 The only thing what makes it a bit expensive, like a bit more in price, is the pen. You know, it comes with a pen, and that's all. That's all it does. Just gives you a little extra. But if you don't really care much about the pen, I mean, you just go for the S9 and not the big S9. You know how they have iPhone Plus and just regular iPhone. You know, you can still find something pretty cheap. It's really good though. This records in 4K too. Like I was able to edit videos in 4K and publish them in 4K, and it gives me the opportunity to do that. I think Streamlabs does it too. Yeah. Yeah, my car's so messed up now. I'm still driving it. This knock on plastic, it don't break on me, but I know the transmission's kind of funky right now. I got a CVT transmission, so like I don't know why it's going, but it's going. Apparently CVTs have like a safety thing where if it starts breaking on you, you can still drive it, but you just got to be more careful. I think you go like 30 or 40, 50, 100,000. I don't know. You can go pretty long with a messed up CVT transmission. It's just not gonna, like, it just squeaks. You hear that squeal. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's like I don't know what, like, most likely I know what it is, but yeah, you know. But it drives though. Yeah, oil changes. No, but it really, it makes a weird feel to it. Like, if you just trying to like hover, wait, I forgot when it. I kind of keep it in sports now, because if I keep it in regular, like economic, so if I drive slow, about 15,000 RPMs. Like for maybe a good 3 seconds, 4 seconds, it kind of like jolts and skips gears a little bit. But then after that, then it runs real smooth. Well, I mean, it's a good car still. I mean, it's an SUV, so you know, it's not a sedan or anything, or a coupe. So like it, I think it can make some beating after a while. It may be too slow, messed up too. Yeah. $4, $3. Okay, cool. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep collecting the money until like 10 o'clock, because my lady gets off of work at 11. So. If I could do little rides like this, that's fine. More little rides means the better income. At least I can make like $100 today. Yesterday I made 150 with well, it was like a 143 that I made yesterday, but then when I woke up this morning I saw some tips, so it's like 152 I had. I made like 150 yesterday, and if I can make another 150, that's like 300 in 2 days, which is not bad. I left at 5 o'clock, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about to be 4 hours. 9 o'clock, about to be 4 hours. So. The only thing, the reason why I don't really got that much money, because I turned up the multiplier. Nobody really wants expensive rides. So I kind of been driving around. Like, I need to quit doing that. But sometimes people accept your multiplier. Like, if you put it like 1.5 or 1.6, they really accept it. And if you're just going like 10 minutes away, that's like what, 15, 16 bucks, which is not bad. And only got one, so like I got confident of that one ride. And then for some reason Uber Eats popped up, and I had a $19 Uber Eats, but apparently that was two food pickups, and it only took me about like 20 minutes to get that. The first one to one person, which is like 4 minutes and whatever, I don't know. But it took about 20 minutes, so a little bit less than that. And plus a $5 tip on top. So it was like $24, so it's not bad. Alright. God damn. My boxes are rising up my nutsack. I gotta fix myself. TMI, my bad. But it's true. Sometimes that it rises up a little bit. Yeah, but it's cool. I've been driving around. I shouldn't be driving around like that, but I just still do it. I don't care. But then you could have a GoPro too and just have it on your dash. I believe. Hello, from Vince.
Yes.
Alright. How's your night so far?
Good. How about yours?
It's going very well.
That's good.
buddy.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
You too. Mod pizza. I could have sworn that dude fucking farted in my car hella bad. You know how bad I wanted to say that? I'm like, dude, you just really just ripped one and cut the cheese, bro. Smell like, goddamn, smell like rotten eggs or something. Farts anonymous. I can't tell because like I'm in Alameda, and Alameda is part of like a little man-made island. So like the shore sometimes, you know, that muddy, smelly smell that comes off the shorelines and stuff like that. It smells like doo-doo, like rotten eggs or something like that. Like, I mean, I know there's one spot that really smells like that, but I mean, where we at right now, like, it's hard to tell if he really farted or that just came creeping into my car somehow. Damn. Like, I was trying to breathe, but I was not trying to breathe through my nose. And I was just kind of like breathing through my mouth in a way. And I was like, man, luckily I got the mask on because I don't have to taste the shits. the shitsicles. Shit crystals. There you go. Stinky. I don't know what I rather have more, marijuana smell in my car or just someone farting. I think I would choose marijuana over that, but then I don't want no marijuana smell in my car. But not gonna say that I don't hate marijuana, it's just don't want that smell in this car at least. It depends. But you know what? Some people got a loose booty. You know what I mean? Like, I know that some people are freaky and they just like it both ways, and they probably got their leaky booty. It's like loose. So I mean, they can't help it. It just leaks out. Just, you know, it just comes out. Sad part about it, but you know, I wonder how it is when they start going to work. You know, they gotta lose booty. They're working and then they don't even know that they're leaking out farts and stuff like that. They're just, they don't even know it. Their boss is like, you need to get out of my office. Like, why? It's like, you need to get out of my office. Like, for why? It's like, because I got an assignment for you. You know, I need you to do something for me. So, go over there. Ta-ta. They really got these Tesla charging ports in this parking lot, but they got them so far away from the buildings, and even though they got sentry mode, they could capture people vandalizing, but like, it really could be a bad situation where someone could just vandalize them. No, don't even care if they're on sentry mode. Hopefully that fart smell left the car. Hello.
Hello.
For Essence?
Essence, right?
Yes. Alrighty. It's been a while since I've been over here. Is that bowling alley open, or they just closed it down because of the COVID?
Actually, I don't know. I'm not actually initially from here. I live in Oakland, but I think it might still be closed.
Dude, back in 2011, I used to go over there and play in the arcade that they have.
By the way, do you happen to have a charger?
What? For which phone?
I just needed to come back to life real quick. Thank you.
So I have these little like connectors. You can pull it off and then put the iPhone one
Oh,
on.
got it. Okay, thank you.
It's on C cable right now.
That's really helpful. How was your day?
It's going very well. It's chill. Just been driving since 5 o'clock, so it's not bad.
Is it usually pretty like busy during the weekdays?
For some reason, it's pretty slow.
Yeah.
Yesterday was dead. Today's kind of moderate, but hopefully tomorrow's a bit better.
I bet the weekends are a lot more.
I say last year, oh man, like last year was pretty good. I mean, I don't know, ever since the COVID kicked in, a lot of business people work from home now, so they don't need to travel to San Francisco or to Facebook or Googleplex, and I know I used to pick up a lot of people from Facebook, take them to Facebook, take them to YouTube, take them to Google, like people that do business in Seattle and stuff like that, like really financial type law firms, and you don't see any of them, those faces anymore. Completely done. So it's like, where the business at? I don't know.
Yeah. That's true. I was talking about that with my roommate about like less. It's probably like less of those rides, but also like kind of just like people like for day-to-day stuff, like me.
Yeah.
It's, normally we would take like Uber Pool, but since it's like now like having the Uber X at least.
Oh
then
yeah.
it will
Yeah.
cost a little bit more.
Uber Pool too. Yeah, that reminds me. Like, in a way, I kind of miss Uber Pool. Before I hated it because like we would get paid a little less.
Yeah.
But if you really think about it, it's like a non-stop. You're picking people up all day long, like non-stop. We have Uber Pool, which is pretty cool. Same thing for Lyft. Lyft shared. Lyft shared is the same thing as Uber Pool, and it would be like non-stop. So I mean, I really miss that, but because of COVID, they knocked it out too. Which sucks.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know, but then we ended up passing Prop 22, so I mean that's cool, but you know our rates are dropping pretty low, and it's like before, like the ride that I'm giving you right now, before it would have been like pretty much about 75%, 60% of what you're paying, but most of it, Uber's taking most of the cash now, so I'm like getting like $4. That's freaking crazy. But then when you tip, they also take a percentage from that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, man, like Uber really wants everything.
Do you prefer Uber or Lyft?
They're both the same, but I say Uber is really trying to be more in control of themselves than the drivers. They're trying to remove the drivers and, in a way, bring in the robots, you know, autonomous vehicles and stuff like that. They're trying to kick us off the roads. But then when you look at Lyft, Lyft's like, nah, I'm not gonna think about that. You know, we're running a business. That sounds good, but I mean, we'll watch from the sidelines and see how you guys work. You know, if you guys are accomplishing something, but you know, you got Uber Eats. How is that autonomous vehicle going to actually go into that store, pick up that whatever they need to pick up?
That's so true.
Especially if they're going to drop off that food. You know, if it's autonomous and we're thinking about just regular houses and he's just dropping off the food and reaching into the car and just pick up your food. But what about the people that live in the apartments? I mean, is your car really gonna like walk up those stairs and go to room 205 and drop off your food?
Exactly.
Really? No.
Wow, that's true. I just thought about it that Lyft doesn't have a food service. Like,
I mean, they were about to.
Lyft
Lyft was really about to have like a when the COVID first started, and they noticed that Instacart was really popping at that time, making money. They're like, huh, we should make like a delivery service. But then they ended up just not going through with it. I saw it. It was on the email too. They really were about to do it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me sign up for that. I opted in on it, but they never made it. That would have been interesting. But we would have had to pick up people's prescriptions too.
Oh, wow.
But I guess that was too much for them.
Our world is just changing a lot.
Telling me. I mean, it's slowly going back to normal. I mean, I'm the one who's on the road, so like, I get to see different cities how they play their game.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And
When I went to, because I'm from Southern California, so when my mom and I went back to LA, we stopped in like a bunch of different cities, and it's like some cities like are super loose with like they barely care that you go into a store with a mask or things like that. But then like other, it's just like different like wherever you go. Other cities are like no, like super hard line, and people are very adamant about social distancing and stuff. But then a whole different city is like they don't care.
it's like this place right here, the Dragon Lounge.
Yeah.
This one right here is open up again. So like, since I saw this place open up, I'm like, oh, I wonder what else. There's Harry Hofcroft too over in where Bayfair Mall is at. That one's open up too. You eat on the patio, and actually I've seen people sit inside there too, eating already. Yeah. Bars, seeing bars open too. Yeah, things are slowly going back to normal. Slowly. I just feel that America, us here in America, we just, you know, we keep ourselves away from danger. You know, we just go into like extreme danger mode. Like, all right, we need to be safe. So like, it's like enforced to wear our masks.
Yeah.
They want America to be like the #1 healthiest place. That's how I look at it. I mean, right now we could just take off our mask and just we'll be fine. I mean, we go to family and chill with people and stuff. Like, we go to our friends, and are we sick yet? No. It's just extra precaution.
Yeah. And also, it's just like, even through work, I've noticed that it's more about the look. Like, it's like, as long as people feel secure when things look like they're being taken seriously. So it's like,
But when I go to a restaurant, I want to see those people that are making our food wear a mask.
yeah.
Like, no, y'all need to wear a mask.
Yeah, for sure.
But if I'm just buying clothes and groceries and stuff like that, I mean, I think, unless you're in produce, then yeah,
Definitely. Are you from the area?
Yeah, I'm from San Leandro.
Oh, okay. Born and raised?
Born and raised in the Bay.
Where are you going to school?
No, I finished up with that. All done.
Where did you go?
Shabbat.
Oh, okay. Heard of that.
I could say like 2 years ago during January, like New Year's time. Man, people are going crazy. I had the most funnest time during Uber and Lyft. I did it, almost did like about 18 hours. You
Oh
know,
wow.
it was like nonstop.
In this part of the city.
No, it was in San Francisco. What happened over here? Man, I wish I had my GoPro at the time. Okay, damn. I seen worse. I seen man, when was it? This was when he used to work at 7-Up. I had a weekend off, and me and my buddy and his lady was going to this tiki lounge over in Santa Cruz, and we're on Highway 1, and this guy was so drunk. He was in one of those GMC trucks, and you know those train tracks where they kind of end, and then they have that little barrier right there to stop the train if it goes a little bit too quick. So the dude was so drunk. He got to the point where he swerved right in front of us and went off road, and then he smacked right into that. You know that thing's steel. It's not gonna budge or anything. That car hit that, tilted upward. All his stuff, like I guess he was getting ready for like a barbecue or something on the beach or something. Everything flew on my car and splattered everywhere, and the dude, like, I guess he hit his head at the windshield, but the dude's still all right. But me and my buddy were just standing outside, you know, seeing what's going on. Holy crap! That dude was drunk though. Like all of them were drunk. I think he was hitting about 80 miles per hour and smacked right into that.
The fact that he was okay. I wonder if
Huge concussion, I know that for sure.
I'm sure that shook him up.
He was a big dude too. All of them were pretty big boned. Can't believe that happened. Damn. And then I seen another one, the Bluegrass Festival that they had last year over in San Francisco. I had to take this one person like from the Sunset District all the way to San Jose, and as I was about to go pick them up, this Asian lady got into an accident, but this person hit her so hard, and like she was all bleeding all in her face and stuff. I mean, she was not responsive, but like she was slowly like opening her eyes and closing them, and it looked pretty bad.
And the road is crazy.
When I first started doing Lyft on Howard Street in San Francisco, I saw another like Uber Lyft driver. He just winged it and got into a car crash. His car swung into another car's like car's coming this way, and he's trying to make a left, and that car slid into another car, and then that person was just like pissed off. And apparently that's like a one-way. I'm like, ever since that, I've just been aware. Being an Uber and Lyft driver is pretty dangerous.
I remember this one time I was coming from one of my friends' like birthday celebrations, and we were getting off the exit. But as soon as we were getting off, like this car was coming on to the exit, who was like super drunk as well, and just like driving so fast, like not even just like slowly approaching and like trying to be careful. He just sped like on the freeway from the perspective of the exit. It was so like we luckily swerved like just in time and missed him, but we could have like got killed like right then and there. So
Another time too, when I was going to Dublin, I was picking up someone from Oakland Airport. It was a husband and wife. It was like about this time of night, and this guy didn't put his mattress. He didn't tie down his mattress tight enough on his truck, and it flipped up. You see it do like a couple flips, and it landed on the ground. I mean, you're going downhill, and you know when you go to like to Hacienda or something like that. I forgot what it was. But when you go to the Dublin BART station, you have to get off the off ramp. It's really hard to swerve around because you're going downhill and it's going pretty fast, and it's hard to hit your brakes too because it's downhill. And I just ended up running over it, and the lady was screaming. I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. I've been driving for quite some time. I mean, back then, driving older cars and doing donuts and stuff like that, being a crazy kid, paid off. We're safe.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So nice to meet you.
Same to you. You have a great night.
You too. Also, I don't know if you're open to it at all, but I actually moved to Oakland because I'm a part of a ministry.
Okay.
And so we're doing these cool like virtual Bible studies and like different open topics of discussion, you know, just about everything going on in the world. So yeah, I'd love to invite you if you're open to that at all.
Oh, okay, where's that place at?
So we're doing it on Zoom right now, just for precautionary stuff.
Oh yeah. I
But
forgot about that. Yeah.
I could definitely send you one of the links if you want to check it out.
Yeah, just
Here, I
just
could just
write it down. Here, so wait, found that. Okay.
or I
Let's
have
see.
it open if you. I could just take your number.
510. What was it? Yeah, 709 1097.
1097.
Yeah, that's my other phone.
And how do you spell your name?
DANIEL.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, nice to meet you, Daniel.
Nice to meet you too.
Good night.
You too. Give her my old number. It don't work. Try to call that, it don't work. I was like, hold up. I ain't gonna give her my real number. I don't care if it's ministry or not. I already know what that means. Oh, do you live around here? You know what I mean? Like, oh, where you from? Do you live around here? Oh, yeah, this and that, that. You know what I mean? So I already know what that means. Back in high school, I already know. I used to go on the party line and I'd be like, hello, how you doing, girl? And you know, they're like, oh, where you from? I'm like, oh, you know, I'm from Oakland. You know, I'm from the Bay Area. You know, oh, what part of the Bay Area? You know. Oh, man. I got a lady, yo. I love my lady. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do my lady wrong, you know what I mean? I love her. I gotta stay loyal, people. Stay loyal. It's pretty easy. Some people don't want to stay loyal, though. I feel it. I know how it is. Before, back then, I was never like that type of person to be loyal. I mean, like, back then I would be like, you know, hitting up on girls, and if that girl is not gonna be, you know, if I know she's not gonna be the one, you know, I'm already like on another side chick ASAP. You know, if anything hits the fan at that time, you know, I already know where you'll slide through to tap in on something. So like that's how I used to be, but I turned that old me off. I'm an old, boring Daniel-san the Great. I'm the boring guy. Ah, she's just pimping the Lord. Yeah. Hey, no, I'm telling you right now, like back then, I used to go to church And I mean, there's some church hoes. I'm not gonna lie, there's some church hoes. They go to church, but their mama is making them go to church, and they really don't want to go to church, but they make them go to church. So, I mean, so yeah, that's why I say that.
Hey,
Hello, Cordelia.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Doing very good, and yourself?
Good, good. Fun lights.
Oh, thank you. I've been thinking about putting some new ones in, a little upgrade. It's been like 2 years already since I had these lights in. This is supposed to be pink, but I guess the pink went away.
Oh, that's not bad.
It died. It's supposed to be like, I used to do a lot of lifts, so it's supposed to like match with lift, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fun.
I got some in the bumper too, but apparently the cops don't want that in my bumper. They're like, oh, that's a fix-it ticket right there. I had pink lights in. They're like, oh no, that's purple. You got blue and red lights on. I'm like, no, I don't. They're like, oh, what makes purple? I'm like, blue and red. So that's why I say you got blue and red lights on. I'm like, oh my god.
On the bumper?
Yeah, it's like inside the bumper.
Oh.
But they don't mix like that. But he says what makes purple is blue and red. And that's why I say it. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, come on now. Why you gotta pick on me like that?
That's very specific.
Yeah. I'm like, you going into detail. But then when I say to the judge, it's like, what color is this? That's purple. I'm like, exactly. But he's saying it's blue and red. And he's gonna say, oh, well then that's blue and red makes purple. And then the judge's gonna be like, well, that is true. So it is blue and red. He's like, well, I'm just gonna give you a fix-it ticket. It's only gonna be $5. But then when I got it in the mail, it says 25.
Oh.
I'm like, 25 for that? Come on, let me just remove it right in front of you. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I got one of those fix-it ones there. Yeah, I remember it being like $10 or something like that.
But I was in San Francisco. Oakland police don't really care, but like San Francisco, they're really picky.
Yeah, I guess the cops get worse the further you go. Cause I used to work in the South Bay, and you would get like jaywalking tickets there.
Oh yeah, you know what? The officer was giving people jaywalking tickets. Right there when he was doing a grand slam, like a triple ticket. He was having fun. He was like, stay right here, and he was like, hey, come over here. And then they were arguing with the officer. He was like, you know, I'm gonna give you a ticket for jaywalking. You got your ID? He's like, no, sir, I don't got my ID. He's like, I saw you coming out of that bar. You must have an ID. He was like, I'll be right with you, sir. I'm like, okay.
That's a lame ticket.
I'm like, damn. And the dude was trying to run away. He was like, hey, get back over here. And his other buddy started chasing after him. I'm like, man, I need to get out of San Francisco. This is too much. This is like so ridiculous. So redundant.
Yeah, I lived in San Francisco for a long time. I don't really miss it.
But every time I say cop, I just turn off those lights.
Oh, you can turn them off from
Yeah,
you
from
gotta
the
switch.
phone.
Okay. Oh, the phone.
Yeah, I just keep them white now. It kind of looks like I have the lights kind of pointing into the radiator.
Uh-huh.
So it points at the radiator, and then it glows on the inside. So you know how the Mercedes, they have the bumper that kind of glows now.
No.
So it's similar like that now. That's pretty cool. Well, every time when I see a cop, I'm like, he's gonna say something. Let me turn them off.
Well, at least you can do that.
I was really about to be stupid. We were having a conversation too. I was talking to his partner while he was handling the other guys. I'm like, well, it's just purple lights. I mean, the left emblem is like pinkish purple, and you know, that's okay. And I'm just using this because, you know, it's another indication that I'm approaching my rider. So he's like, yeah, you know, but I have a motorcycle, and I thought it would be cool to have red and blue lights on my motorcycle. And I read up on the law of California, and you can't really have those type of lights in certain places, and especially if it's indication of a cop car. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, in a way, he got cut off from like listening to me from his partner. But I ended up saying, I'm like, yeah, there's like multiple different settings. You can change colors, and there is an option where you have strobe, and it kind of looks like a cop light flashing.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like the stupid thing to say to him. He was like, wait, what? And then his buddy was like, hey, I need you real quick. He was like, hold up, I'll talk to you in a bit. And I thought about it. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Why did I tell him that it flashes like a cop light? It flashes what? Like, you know the strobe light, if you keep it on a certain color, if you keep it on white, it makes it look like a cop light flashing. Man, I should never explain that to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I had like a party light like that. The settings you can set and stuff like that.
Yeah, I turned on the flashing lights before in my court where I live. And when I looked at it, it looked like one of those Yukon black SUVs. They're like undercover cop cars with the flashing lights in the grill. It looked just like that. Oh my god, man. Why did I tell him that? I was tripping out, but he just gave me a fix it ticket.
Well, thanks for the list.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
It's right here.
Right here?
Yeah. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, maybe it's
Alright, yeah, same.
Have a good night.
Alright, you too. Take care. Oh yeah, another $8. See, when it gets towards the night, this is the time where the money starts picking up, and also that's the time I have to start churning it off because I gotta go pick up my lady, and she's about to get off of work soon, like in a couple more hours. Oh yeah, back-to-back rides. But you know what? I gotta fart. Open up the window. There's 3 minutes till pickup time. Make sure the, you know, big tip, keep your windows rolled down until the smell's gone. You know you do it, Noah and Nick. Y'all just gotta, and then you roll down that window as you're driving to your customer. Can't lie to kick it. And sometimes you be like, whoa, wait. I'm serious, I gotta open up, instead of 2 windows, I gotta open up all 4. Yeah, I'm being immature right now, but you know. You know those times where you're behind a bus and the bus is about to make it stop to go pick up some passengers, and you're almost crashing into something behind the bus because you stopped too hard. And you gotta go swing around that bus like you're fast like a NASCAR. I fart first, then I realize it's gonna be, let's just say it's gonna be stinky. I'm trying to look at it, but this road is pretty bumpy, and it's like, I can't see it. Come on, I need more back-to-back rides like this before 11 o'clock. Well, before 10:30. I got 1 hour to have back-to-back rides. 1 hour. It's gonna suck if I got one to go to San Francisco, because it's really cutting the time. And I'm gonna have to tell my lady, like, hey, you know, I'll be over there, like, you know, maybe in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So I'll be picking it up at 11:30. But then she's gonna be waiting outside the store, and no one's gonna be with her outside. That's why I said, like, fuck, this is the greatest time to be out here. But then it cuts time, getting close to time. Sucks. All right. Hello. Antoinette. All right. 12th Street. It's like the 5th accident I've seen today. It's like not that far from time either. It's about like 15 minutes ago. Saw one over near Lake Merritt. A truck hit this one car. And it looked pretty bad. Yeah, it's like one of those regular pickup trucks. I guess they're trying to merge together, and I guess they collided at the same time.
Like 10 miles per hour.
And yeah, pretty much. Well, a little bit faster than that. The way the car looked, like the whole front end's like all crumpled up. It's like you get a tin can and you just like push it. It's like all messed up. So I think they're turning at the same time, but then like one was making left and the other one's going right, and they ended up colliding together. Too quick. This corner? Gotcha. Alrighty. You're welcome. Have a great night. Damn, these back-to-back rides. Man, if I ever had a back-to-back $10 ride, 10, 20, 30, man, 10 rides, $100. You know, 10 rides, that's like only a couple hours right there. A couple hours will give you $100. That's amazing. But so far, if it's $7 or $8 and you get them back to back and you do like 10 of them, I mean, still like in 2 hours, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. You're still close to like $100. You know what I mean? In a couple hours. Imagine a full 8-hour shift. Full 8 hours. You're just doing rides, $10 rides for the full 8 hours. And you knocking each hour. You're knocking about 10 rides. Damn. That's like $800. All right, Tammy, come on. Will I get another back-to-back ride? Hello, for Tammy?
Yes.
You're welcome. There's like 5 accidents I've seen today.
Jeez, it's always something.
Holy crap. You crashed right into the fence. I mean,
It's literally always something. Like, you can be the most careful driver, and it's just that one person.
exactly.
I mean, like, I got hit, I want to say, like, 2 years ago, and I'm, like, the most cautious rider ever. But, like, still, you know? So I always tell people, like, if you drive or if you ride, it doesn't matter how good you are. You gotta go down.
It's like when I first started doing Lyft, my first time, I say my first month, I say the 3rd week doing this, I was trying to earn the Lyft lamp emblem to, like, when it shows, like, it glows pink, you know what I mean? So, like, you needed 250 rides, or I forgot how much it was, 150 rides. And I was about 3 rides away. So I was trying to hurry up and get it. I was being careful, you know. But I was in Oakland, like next to Emeryville. There's one road. It's like a stop sign, and then you go a little bit further, like just like maybe a yard away.
Yeah.
Then there's another stop sign. I look both ways, there's no car. And as soon as I was making a turn, turning left, like just like that, this old man, handicapped too, comes flying down and smacking me right there. But it happened to the point where as soon as I was turning, there were cars parked on the side of the road. So it was like a one-way. And there's no 2 lanes. And he almost crashed into that car, so he had to swerve into my car.
Yeah.
And with this car, there's a bar inside the bumper to protect the radiator and stuff like that. That clipped on the side of his door because his car rode up against my car. But then, like, it stuck onto his car and just tore up his whole door. But then, when it gripped onto his car, it pushed my car to the left because it's like, you know, it's going this way now.
Yeah.
And, oh my God. I looked at my bumper, it's all torn off my car and stuff like that. But because of the California law, or most of the laws in every state, if you sideswipe or you hit someone on the side or behind the car, it's your fault.
Yeah.
But the way it happened is like, oh my God. And the guy's like, you hit my car. I'm like, no, I did not. I did not hit your car. If I hit your car will be crumpled. Yeah, it's like his car's a little small Honda compared to mine. Man. So I was deactivated from Lyft. They said, oh, you need to get your car repaired and you need to settle it with the other driver and stuff. And, oh my God, it was such a headache.
I don't know. It's just like, people are always in a rush. My little brother, he has this joke because he drives like this little Honda Accord, and he goes, I have to drive fast because my car isn't as nice as yours. Okay, I'm just trying to get from point A to point B. I'm not trying to flex or show off my car. Just let me be. I'm like, dude, you gotta slow down, man. But when he drives my car, he drives it like slow. He's like, I'm so careful. What if something happens to your car? I can't afford it.
So I grew up, I don't know, I just grew up driving really.
I just noticed, it's true though, like people who drive like older cars, they don't really care too much about it because they're like, ah, shit,
It's a trashy car, pretty much.
I didn't spend too much. Like, if it goes, it goes. Like, in my younger days, I mean, I was riding down in a little Honda Prelude, had like my fair share of Integras, and I just like ripped those, and not a single care. Now I like baby all my cars all the time.
First time I started driving was like 15 years old.
That's when we all started. Nowadays, the kids can't drive until a lot later, which is good because I honestly think it's really good.
Hey, you take your own car to high school and then you're like, all right, let's go. And then everyone gets all messed up, fucked up,
Yeah.
get drunk, high, whatever.
Yeah, now you think about it, like little teenagers driving around not knowing what to do. But hey, that's how you kind of learn. Nowadays, like the kids don't really have that experience. My little brother like barely goes, you know, from Wanna Creek to visit me in Oakland, and I'm like, dude, you're 18, get it together. When I was 18, I was driving to the city trying to find
find parking on these hills.
Oh man, parking. Damn.
Yeah, like my clutch is slipping and I'm still parking. So I don't know about you, but like you do what it is.
Have you ever had a transmission going out on you and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere where there's no signal for your phone?
No, I mean my cars are always pretty decent. Like I never did that. I never like ripped my car that bad.
I used to drive a lot. I used to work for 7-Up and Red Bull. My car went out when I worked at 7-Up, so I had to kind of like find a different means of income to get it repaired.
Yeah.
So I had to let 7-Up go. I had to resign. But then, like after like a couple of years, I ended up going to Red Bull with the same car too. But instead of the like electrical problems and stuff like that, it was a transmission. And it was not on a day that I was actually working. It was a day when I was not working. I was out and about on Highway 1, and man, my transmission went out, and it was around 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had no signal, so I was like pretty much screwed, and I'm hungry. I had no food, and I finally got some signal, and I was able to call my father and tell him where I'm at because he has AAA. I know he can get a free towing to where I'm at. But then they said he needs to be there with an ID, so I was like stuck there all until 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, holy crap! I mean, I can't go nowhere. Like I'm on Highway 1 and I live all the way over here in San Leandro.
Oh wow.
So I was like, I'm stuck. It's like so far away. I had such a headache that day.
Yeah, never had that issue. I just had my car die out on me before. That was tough. I had to get towed. I'd never buy like the little BMW i3s.
Yeah.
They're overly expensive for no reason, and I bought it because I thought it'd be fun to drive locally. And I literally, that thing, when the battery is out, it's out. You go to your resort tank, you have like a gallon of gas, but when that is out, you're done. You have to tow the car. Yeah.
I just been thinking about Toyota lately. Just get a Toyota.
Yeah, they're reliable. I had a Prius when I used to commute, but they're just so reliable. Like my Porsche right now is just like a fucking headache of a problem. Oil changes are $600.
Huh?
Yeah. Like anytime you bring it in, it's $250. You gotta fork up. Anytime they stick it in the diagnostic, it's $250.
I forgot what that one SUV is called. I forgot what it's called, but it's a Porsche.
The Cayenne.
Yeah, there
we
you go.
have one of those too. They're actually really good if you get the 2017 model and like older, like 2018 and above has a lot of electrical recalls.
Yeah, I was really about to pick up one. I was so close. It was really cheap. Someone really selling one. I think it was like it was like a 2011, 2010, around that time. And someone's selling it for about $5,000. There was some issues with it, that's for
no
sure.
way.
But I'm like, I know how to work on cars. I would just, but then I saw the repairs and shit. And I'm like, I'm kidding. But then I was about to pick up one of those Infinity SUVs, which is pretty much similar, but I mean, come on, a Porsche, that's better.
No, those repairs are expensive. You can't really do anything to it because of all the bolts you gotta undo.
I was so close. But when I worked at 7-Up, I was really about to buy a Corvette.
Oh,
They're like, oh, you don't have no credit. You don't have bad credit or good credit. It's just you haven't started yet. I'm like, come on, let me just do it right now. I got the money right now. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, damn it. Alrighty.
But
You have a great night.
thank you so much.
Literally though, I was really about to buy a Corvette when I was working at that 7-Up gig. Cause I was getting paid every Friday when I worked at 7-Up, which was pretty good. Well, my paycheck every Friday was like about $700, $800 every Friday, not every 2 Fridays. It was every Friday. And I was very confident because I was calculating it. I'm like, well, if I get 700, it was like 784, That's why I said about 800. It's like $784 that I'll get, and I'll calculate that. I'm like, well, 700. You just put 700, 700. That's every 2 weeks. That's like about 1,400. You know what I mean? Plus the 84. So I'm like, I'll put $84 off this. So like 4 weeks, like no problem. I would have had a down payment for it, but for some apparent reason, I had no credit, and I told the guy like, hey, you know, I want to start my you know, I want to start somewhere to build up my credit. He was like, no, you need to have credit. And how old are you? And I was like 20 years old, you know. And he was like, oh, your insurance is going to be pretty high because you're young, and you know, the older you are, your insurance would be much cheaper. And he was giving me all this bull crap. I told him like, dude, come on, let me just get it. I got $2,500 right now. I'll do it for down payment. He's like, no, I'm sorry. He's like, you got $6,000. I'm like, no, I don't got $6,000. He's like, well, I can't do it for you. I'm like, come on. It was a drop top one too. It was like one of those fabric material drop top Corvettes, and that thing was going 205 miles per hour. I wanted that so bad, but he kept saying my credit, it wasn't bad credit, and it wasn't, it just, I needed to build my credit. That's all I needed to do is build it. It sucked. I was so close to have a Corvette, yo. You know, if I would have bought that Corvette, I would have never had an issue with a car working for 7. I mean, that Corvette would have been a VA, of course, but like I get paid every week, so like $700. You know, just put $100 and some odd off to the side for gas, so I can continue to go to work. You know what I mean? But at least I got a Corvette, because a Corvette, you know, it's a durable muscle car. A Corvette is actually a sports, but it's a sports muscle. You know, that's why I wanted to get it, because it would have been really useful for the job that I'm doing. That's why I wanted to get it, because it would have been a useful tool to utilize it driving to my 7 stores, you know, especially in San Francisco. I need a durable car for San Francisco. So that's why I wanted to pick up a Corvette. It's not because it's fancy and fast, but I mean, yes, it's fast, but I wanted it because it is durable, and I know it would handle certain obstacles, you know what I mean? So that's why I chose to try to get that. It was really cheap though. It was like about less than $10,000 for that Corvette. You know, everything was not wrong with it. I was able to test it out. It was nice, it was good, and I was happy with it. But he was like, no, your credit's bad. It's not bad, but it's like, it's neutral. It's at 0. Alright.
How are you?
Doing very good. How about yourself?
Good.
Yeah,
Can I
looks
use
like,
this charger?
yeah, you may.
Oh, thank you.
I forgot that it was not even plugged into my phone. As long as I didn't even know it was not plugged into my phone, I forgot that. That's not neat. Oh no, there's
Oh, I
3
see.
different.
Thank you.
Yeah, they got C cable, lightning cable, and regular USB. Things are going back to normal with the airport. since all this COVID stuff.
Yeah. Who knows? It's my first flight in since March, so I was a little nervous, but it wasn't bad. I had the middle seat open.
I'm pretty sure that the flights are cheaper now. Is it?
Yeah, I ended up using miles and points, so it wasn't gonna expire, kind of. So
I heard about that. Last year I heard about that. Someone was talking about that they get travel points or something like that.
my husband travels for work, so I just use all his points.
So how does the points work though?
So he has a credit card with Southwest, and so anytime he books a flight, he uses that credit card, so he gets points off of that, and then a certain number of points equals however many miles, and then also every time you fly with just a regular paid ticket, they give you miles for that too if you put in your member number. So then you go on like southwest.com and they'll have a different page for like mileage fares. And so then you can figure out, okay, well, it's 50,000 miles to get to Oakland from Dallas or whatever. And it'll change depending on where you want to go. So you can kind of book it that way.
So pretty much free flights.
Yeah,
Money for something else.
yeah.
I never thought. I mean, I saw something like that, but that was like way back, like in 2000 and I think 8, 9.
Yeah.
And they're talking about it on the radio and stuff, commercials. But I didn't really understand it like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you just, even when you sign up, like, you should get a certain number of points or miles just as a bonus. So that's like you gotta look out for their promotional deals, and sometimes if you just sign up for their credit card, they'll give you like 50,000 miles or whatever. So you can get a free flight somewhere if you plan it well enough.
I should have got into it when I was like 18. That's when I started hearing more about it.
Yeah.
I know that would be useful for sure.
How has it been here with all the election stuff?
Well, a couple of days ago, there was supposed to be like a protest or like vandalism and looting if Trump was gonna win. That was a really big thing. I mean, some places got broken into, that's for sure. I know that for a fact. And other than that, everything's pretty calm.
That's
You're just gonna see a lot of boarded up windows though.
it. Yeah. I'm going to a wedding, so it's in a vineyard. It's outdoors, so hopefully it'll be peaceful. It's only 20 people.
Oh yeah, no. If it's away from like San Leandro and Oakland, then
Yeah.
you should be fine. It's like a huge mess over here in Oakland and San Leandro. Trying to keep it together, but
Yeah.
people end up messing it up. But so far, so good. Just kind of wish everything goes back to normal.
Yeah.
When I start seeing people coming from the airport, then you go to Facebook and Google and YouTube and people from San Ramon going to San Francisco to workforce. That's when I know that things are going back to normal. Other than that, everyone's working from home. think Biden's gonna win. That's for sure. The way I saw all those votes, he's gonna be a winner. gas station. Gas real quick. I guess I'm gonna have to cancel on that $15 one because I can't get gas at this gas station and time is getting close and I gotta pick up my lady. I made my goal today. It's fine. $100. I'm totally cool with it. Wrap up everything because there's nothing much more to watch. So we all know it's a busy night. So y'all have a great night.